That, hockey games, food trucks, and a drag queen. A lot is happening on campus, and we have it all covered.
Plus, we try our hands at carving pumpkins to celebrate the season. From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Hello everyone and welcome to this week's #That. My name is Cassidy Berger.
And I'm Kristen Altmeyer. Hockey season is in full swing after the Quinnipiac men's hockey team hosted Boston College for the first time on Friday. People's United Arena was sold out as the Bobcats took on the Eagles. Captain Chase Prisky scored the only goal, leading Quinnipiac to its third straight victory of the season. The lively, sold-out arena may have added to the home ice advantage. Among the crowd, lots of blue and gold, a few signs, and even a couple Teletubbies. The Student Athletic Advisory Committee hosted their third annual Boo Bash event on Saturday. Students of Hamden schools, children of Quinnipiac faculty and staff, and other surrounding towns showed up decked out in their costumes to trick-or-treat with a twist. Each Quinnipiac athletic team set up a station to play games with the kids and help them get in the Halloween spirit. Attendees were able to decorate their own trick-or-treating bag, get their face painted, wrap the athletes like mummies with toilet paper, and even play some sports like tennis and hockey. After the kids showed off their tricks for the athletes, they were sure to get some treats, leaving with a t-shirt and, of course, tons of candy. What a great way to spend a Saturday.
Students are still buzzing after drag queen Shangela's sickening performance last Thursday. The annual show was put on by the Student Programming Board and the Gay Straight Alliance for LGBT History Month. Shangela was a star of the show, an alum of RuPaul's Drag Race. She is also featured in the box office hit A Star is Born. A mix of singing, dancing, motivational speaking, and comedy had the crowd on their feet and excited.
Well, this is our second year. So last year we had,
and what better way to get on board with the movement than making Hamden look pretty in pink? We sat down with Nancy Julian, the coordinator of Paint Hamden Pink, on how the initiative expanded this year. The Paint Hamden.
Well, this is our second year. So last year we had one of the local businesses donated posters that we could put in each window. And this year we came up with the idea of the bows. We had a bow committee. And we also had some businesses who donated money for us to purchase large banners, one for Town Hall. We had a traveling banner that goes from event to event, and 2 banners outside of our Hamden Farmers Market.
The Paint Hamden Pink initiative was started back in 2017 and hopes to spread awareness and support for breast cancer.
Well, they say America runs on Dunkin', and you may want to run to the nearest Dunkin' Donuts, now open in Wallingford. The coffee shop opened last week and is among the first in Connecticut of what Dunkin' calls its next generation restaurants. It features an all-new design and new technology made to make the Dunkin' run a little faster.
Student Programming Board held their second annual Nug Night on Friday night. The event is exactly what you would expect, a night dedicated to chicken nuggets. McDonald's, Wendy's, and even Chick-fil-A nuggets went on the menu for students. SPB says that they ordered just about 3,000 chicken nuggets, and as you can see, there were a lot of hungry students in the caf. You may have seen some impressive artwork on the sidewalks of New Haven this weekend. Well, it was all part of the shops at Yale's Chalk Art Festival. Passerbyers were treated to elaborate and colorful drawings beneath their feet, while artists were there competing for almost $2,000 in gift cards. Vancouver Inside Artist Destroyer found his way to Hamden Friday night, taking the stage at the Space Ballroom. The Kaput singer performed for about 80 people at the Intimate Concert Hall, many of his biggest fans turning out and excited to see him strum and sing. Friday's show was one stop along Destroyer current tour. He is stopping in Montreal next week. Need a quick, healthy snack after the gym or on your way to class? Well, Bobcats, this week you are in luck. The Yamillo smoothie truck will be placed on Bobcat Way all week from October 22nd to October 26th. Students are able to pick up a fresh fruit smoothie that comes in 4 different flavors. Enjoy a South Beach, Berry Good, or Strawberry Banana smoothie for only $5. School of Business students are helping to promote and sell the product as part of the midterm grade. Still a lot to come on #that.
Stay tuned for all the highs and lows in Hollywood this week.
Plus, the # crew tries their hand at carving Halloween pumpkins. All that and more.
Whether you're on the quad in your room or off campus, tune in to Q30 News for stories from student journalists who you can trust.
We're covering the latest here on campus and in the surrounding communities.
Get the news you need to know every Wednesday night.
Let's get it going. Sports Pulse starts right now.
We start tonight with some basketball coverage.
And here again, Aaron Robinson hits the shot of his life. I don't know what that celebration is, MJ, but I'm loving it.
Is that Fortnite?
Welcome to the WQAQ Morning Show. Dan Ball and Emma Spagnolo joining you here from the QAQ studios in Hamden. And Emma, it is that time of year again.
Welcome back to #that.
No, nothing says spooky season quite like carving jack-o'-lanterns. That's why we decided to try out this week to celebrate the season. Check it out.
Just kidding. This isn't your normal DIY pumpkin carving. This is #that carves pumpkins. We have 4 basic ground rules to lay down for you before you get started. Number 1, grab your friends. Number 2, grab your pumpkins. Number 3, gut those pumpkins. And number 4, have fun while you carve them up. Enjoy. See those pumpkins. That's a good one. Great paint. Nice job. Oh!
Always a lot of fun getting ready for the 31st.
And now here to fill us in on all the ups and downs of Hollywood this week is Taylor Sniffen.
Taylor, what's up? Hey guys, what's up? So as always, a lot is happening in Hollywood, and whether it's good or bad, it's always interesting. So let's start off on a high, because after a long day, I need some positivity in my life. So obviously, we have heard about the devastation Hurricane Michael brought to Florida, but one of the victims happens to be Luke Bryan's mom. She unfortunately lost basically all her belongings, and as I continue to talk, you're probably wondering, how is this a Hollywood high? But the positive part is that Luke Bryan has vowed to help his mom and all the victims of Hurricane Michael in any way he can. Of course, because of the sensitive nature of the situation, he's choosing to do it out of the limelight because he doesn't want the press or paparazzi sticking their noses in other people's businesses as they try to rebuild their lives. A source close to Bryan said, quote, "There has been all sorts of talks on how to help the community, from releasing a single or doing a benefit concert, but first things first, Luke is going to make sure his mom is okay and safe and sound. That is his focus, to get her the help she needs," end quote. While what happened is awful, seeing Luke and his undying love for his mom and his people, as he says, is just heartwarming. Now, even though we would like to believe that Hollywood is all glitz and glam, there is always going to be the bad and the ugly, and Paula Abdul hit a low this past weekend. And I mean so low she was on the ground, literally. She fell off the stage face first during her concert on Saturday. The scariest part for fans was that back in 2004, Paula was diagnosed with reflex sympathetic dystrophy, which causes constant chronic pain, and fans felt after the fall she'd be in far too much pain to continue her tour. Fortunately, she was not badly injured, and as a relief to fans, she has announced that she will be continuing her tour as planned. On the other hand, a celebrity who did recently let his fans down was Lil Yachty and his apparent, quote, talentless crap that he showed during the halftime show of the Giants versus Falcon game yesterday. I mean, poor Lil Yachty. The game even took place in his hometown Atlanta, and he just didn't get the support he expected. One person tweeted saying that his son apologized for the music of his generation because of how bad it was. Now, I'm from this generation, and honestly, I can agree with that statement. It's not the best music. But we can't leave off on a negative note, so to wrap it all up, the final high for this past week goes to the release of the new Halloween movie. The movie opened on Friday and earned $33.3 million in one day. According to the Washington Post, it was also the highest October opening day ever. Overall, in just 3 days, it made $77.5 million, and Jamie Lee Curtis made history with the movie having the biggest opening with a female lead and biggest opening with a female lead over 55 and biggest Halloween opening ever. If those numbers don't make Hollywood executives cast more women as their leads, then I don't know what will. Well, that's all I've got for you guys this week. This week's Hollywood highs and lows. Thanks for listening, and back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Taylor. What's your favorite Halloween movie, Cassidy?
Hocus Pocus, of course.
I also do like the other Disney one, Halloween Town. I haven't watched it in a few years, but it was always one that stuck out to me.
After the break, Dan West is here with your Hollywood news update.
And later, we hear from a couple of dancing twins in our latest segment of Hashtag You're It. Stay with us.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
Whether you're on the quad in your room
Or off campus.
tune in to Q30 News for stories from student journalists who you can trust.
We're covering the latest here on campus and in the surrounding communities.
Get the news you need to know every Wednesday night.
Let's get it going. Sports Pause starts right now.
We start tonight with some basketball coverage.
And here again, Aaron Robinson hits the shot of his life. I don't know what that celebration is, MJ, but I'm loving it.
Is that Fortnite?
Welcome to the WQAQ Morning Show. Dan Ball and Emma Spagnolo joining you here from the QAQ studios in Hamden. And Emma, it is that time of year again.
Hashtag that.
Here with our West Coast update is Hashtag's own Dan West. Dan, what's going on out there?
Fall is in the air and October is drawing to a close, which means only one thing. Halloween, yes, the best holiday of the year, I'll argue with you critics later, is about to be in full swing with ghosts and goblins filling the streets looking for a sugar rush. To get that candy, though, they need a costume. And one costume that is going around this year and getting heads to shake no is called I Am Kate. And it's been making its rounds on social media, Amazon, and eBay. The Stoom features the decathlon attire worn by Bruce Jenner during the infamous 1976 victory, including a red jersey with the number 935, short blue shorts, and gold medals. However, the costume also comes with a long-hair Caitlyn wig. Though one online promotion says, show your love for Caitlyn Jenner with this awesome adult costume, the $44.95 costume has been called out by several transgender charities as offensive and mocking rather than paying homage and showing support for Caitlyn. eBay has removed the costume from its site, but it is still available on Amazon as of now. My question for you ladies at the desk, do you think this is offensive?
Absolutely, yes. I think that is just so wrong. You should either want to be Bruce by himself and not mix in Caitlyn, or just want to be Caitlyn, but don't do it in an offensive, mocking way.
I agree. I think that it mocks all the progress that Caitlyn Jenner has made for the transgender community, and especially in these times of political divide, I think people should be standing up for their transgender allies and not mock it in a Halloween costume.
I agree with both of you. I believe that if it was either Caitlyn as she is now or Bruce all in one as he was at that time, that's fine. It's the combination that makes it offensive. Yes, it could be seen as, attempting to be progressive and blending who she is now with who she was. However, I believe that the melding of it is what makes it offensive. Either have one or the other. If you want to be a fan of Bruce Jenner when he won that decathlon, by all means you can wear that costume. If you want to show support for Caitlyn Jenner now and you want to wear some form of that costume, that's fine. It's when they mix where you really get into some hot water, I think.
I agree with you. I really do think our generation is making a lot of progress for the trans community, but this is definitely setting us back and putting a bad taste in everyone's mouth, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use that as the perfect segue from something that makes you say ick to something that will have you saying ah. Amy Schumer is officially pregnant with her first child. Amy and her husband Chris Fisher tied the knot earlier this February and are already expecting. The announcement was done in a very interesting way, though. On Amy Schumer's Instagram, she posted about to announce some exciting news on @JessicaYellen's Insta page. Please follow her for the up-to-the-minute #news-not-noise. She breaks down what's really going on. She agreed to post a little noise today for me. Follow her and vote. Jessica Yeldon's Instagram story focused on voting suggestions, but never actually says the important news from Schumer. Instead, the post is followed by a list of congressional and gubernatorial candidates, and all the way at the bottom it says, I'm pregnant - Amy Schumer. Though this was an unorthodox way of presenting the information and there are no expected dates yet, I can't help but congratulate Amy Schumer and her beau on their entrance into parenthood. The first question that comes to my mind, whose last name will the baby take? Will it be hyphenated? What do you think some good baby names would be?
I'm betting that it will be hyphenated. I don't know, they're both big figures and I feel like they both don't really want to sacrifice that. They want their baby to have their own name. I'm sure Amy's made a path for herself and so has her husband. So I know that if I made a path for myself as big as she had, I would want my kids to probably have my name too, but that's just kind of like a stereotypical ego thing. What do you think, Cassidy?
Some celebrities have done a very interesting thing and combined last names. I know Carlos Pena and Alexa Vega, they combined their names.
And Kardashian West too.
Right. So who knows? This is an unorthodox announcement. It could be an unorthodox last name.
Yeah, and as for the first name for the baby, who really knows? Because celebrities these days are throwing out the wackiest things, from Apple to a direction north.
Very
true. Just crazy things. You really don't know what to expect. So I feel like Amy maybe we'll keep something funny. I don't know. What do you think, Dan?
I find that people are hyphenating more and more, but personally, if I were in a relationship where we were both keeping our names, I would come up with a third awesome last name for our kids, truthfully. Awesome does come to mind, but that's not my idea. I stole that from How I Met Your Mother. I'd come up with something like Super or Fantastic, because I think that would be an awesome last name for a kid. Or their first name could be Super and then their last name is Fantastic. All right. Moving on to our third Hollywood news update. Finally, still within the realm of kids, just more grown-up ones, I guess. Disney has dropped another special look trailer for Mary Poppins Returns. If you don't remember, the Poppins reboot focuses on Mary, played by Emily Blunt, helping the grown-up Banks children who now have kids of their own. And they're dealing with a family tragedy. The new song is entitled Can You Imagine That? And some of the lyrics from the trailer include, perhaps we've learned when day is done, some stuff and nonsense could be fun. Could you imagine that? The most notable thing about this trailer, however, is the spectacle of effects that go on while the song plays. We see dolphins emerge from the bathtub, everyone snorkeling underwater, and the whole family is riding that same bathtub on the sea as dolphins jump over them SeaWorld style. While it all looks sweet and fun and animated, the more I see trailers for Mary Poppins Returns, the more I think it gets further away from what the original writer, P.L. Travers, would have wanted for Mary Poppins. In fact, Disney made a movie about Disney making a movie making the original Mary Poppins. It's called Saving Mr. Banks, and the entirety of that film is based around the fact that P.L. Travers did not want Mary Poppins animated or Disney-fied. Although the cast and effects do seem phenomenal, I have to ask, do you guys think this will be a successful reboot?
I absolutely do think it'll be a successful reboot. It's got some big names in it, from Emily Blunt to Lin-Manuel Miranda, and I'm really excited for Disney's 2018 take on it. I think it has to be modernized to keep up with today's kids. I hope it is successful.
I agree. I think the cast of superstars will absolutely help bring people in there, and if you're a fan of the person in there, like Emily Blunt, I know I am, I'm definitely going to see it for her. The dolphins, I saw the video that you posted, Dan, and the dolphins definitely was a little weird, and I don't see how dolphins come out of a bathtub, but you know what? Who really knows with Disney? Anything is possible. What do you think? Do you think it'll be successful?
You are right. There are a cast of characters, and of course the stars are going to make this such a successful reboot. I don't doubt that. I just fear that it'll bridge too far from what the core of Mary Poppins is supposed to be. I remember watching Saving Mr. Banks in one of my film classes last semester, and P.L. Travers was so uptight about portraying Mary Poppins in the right way, and I think that if the whole movie becomes animated CGI glory, that takes away from what Mary Poppins is, and that's support and love and care.
I agree, yeah. We'll just have to wait and see. When does it come out? December, was it?
It is coming out December 19th.
All right.
And now I will throw it back to the ladies at the desk. That's all for Hollywood News Update.
Thanks, Dan.
And still to come, Brie and Alyssa Capristo hear their journey and how they became QU stars. Up next.
From Hamden to Hollywood, we are your source for entertainment news.
If you like debate,
that's a converted relief pitcher making the start because it was a doubleheader. You got no hit by a relief pitcher. You can't tell me that's not embarrassing.
analysis,
You can see his stance, his positioning right there is excellent.
and a side of entertainment.
Is he right or is he crazy?
Well, we all know the answer to that. He's a bit crazy, but I gotta say,
Then join us on Bobcat Breakdown.
From the court to the ice to here on the diamond, we'll discuss everything you need to know about Quinnipiac athletics.
Bobcat Breakdown, Tuesdays at 9:30.
Hey there! These my children!
Let's get it going. Sports Ball starts right now.
We start tonight with some basketball coverage.
And here again, Aaron Robinson hits the shot of his life. I don't know what that celebration is, MJ, but I'm loving it.
Is that Fortnite?
Welcome back, everyone.
Bree and Alyssa Capristo have a lot in common. They're both on the cheer team, and they both love dancing.
And they're twins. Check out this inseparable duo's journey.
I'm Alyssa Capristo. I'm Brianna Capristo. We're both sophomores. Yep. And I'm an interdisciplinary studies major. I'm a marketing major, and if you couldn't tell, we're twins. I think our absolute favorite thing to do together would be to dance. She started when she was 3, and then I followed a year later. And ever since then, we've been dancing. We were on our high school's team. We were on a competitive team. And we did duos together, so it would just be me and her, and we'd do different dances just together. It was really special. And then when we came here, Kickline is more spirit-based, so we wanted to perform at basketball games and stand on the sideline and cheer, and basically get more involved in the spirit aspect of dance. We practice 3 days a week, and then there's the occasional game thrown in or event that we perform at. And so we kind of just come in, we stretch out as a team. We do something called warm-up kicks to just kind of get the feeling of kicking together as a team. And then we make the dances and run the dances that we make that the captains choreograph for us. And then they add on, we learn different choreography. We went to the same school, we both started out in dance. So we pretty much did everything together, and it was like we always had somebody to share it with. Yeah, from the start we were like best friends, did everything together. We always wanted to be together. There wasn't a time that we never wanted to be separate.
Do you guys know everything about each other?
Yes. Yes, everything. Yeah. There was this one time that she fell off her bike, and I was inside with my mom, and I got this strange feeling that she just got hurt, and she was outside. We were little. She was outside on her bike, and I was like, Mom, we need to go and check on Bree because she just got hurt. And we went outside and she got hurt on her bike. I am so much more sensitive than her, I would say. I'm sensitive. She's definitely more emotional too. I am kind of emotionless, like keep my composure. So we're from Wolcott, Connecticut. It's a really small town in the Waterbury, Bristol area, and it's about 35 minutes, 40 minutes away from campus. She committed to Quinnipiac first, so now the decision of us being together was like all on me, and I was like, oh my God, this is an immense amount of pressure. I have to pick if we're gonna be together, if she is gonna be with me, if I'm gonna be with her. But honestly, I would not have made it. I look back on that decision now, and I am so happy that I chose to come to Quinnipiac. Yeah. I'm so happy that we chose to go to school together. It's been such a great decision. We're not direct roommates, we're in the same suite. So we have a suite of 7 of us, and she is in a different room, but we're in the same suite. Dance has given me an incredible amount of confidence. It's given me the confidence to get up in front of a bunch of people and kind of talk and share different experiences. I'm an interdisciplinary studies major, and I want to be an elementary school teacher. I'm a marketing major, so my goal as of right now, I don't have a set plan of exactly what I want to do. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'm hoping to do something in the fashion marketing industry, and yeah. I'm only limiting her. She can't go to New York. She has to stay in the state. Yes. So she has that's my rule. She gave me a rule. She can't go to New York City or anywhere crazy. I can confidently say that I don't have any other friend that I am as close with as my sister. Like there's nobody that I could trust with like more of my secrets or anything. Like I can trust her with everything, and she's just like my definition of a best friend.
What a nice story.
I wish I stuck with dancing, especially after seeing them. I quit when I was in my Mommy and Me class. I didn't have the urge to stay dancing with my mom, I guess. How about you? Did you keep dancing?
I have 1 year, a 3-year-old tap to my name.
Oh.
Yeah.
More on the resume than I have.
I wish I stuck with it too. I hope they keep dancing as well.
I know, they're great. Well, that's all the time we have for this week, but make sure you follow us on Twitter at Q30 Entertain and subscribe to the Q30 YouTube channel.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. Good night, Quinnipiac.
I'm Alyssa Capristo. I'm Brianna Capristo.